Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, the UmbreonMessiah. It was my birthday yesterday. I was planning to update, but then I remembered, hey, I'm 25 today. I don't have to do stuff for you people. Now that I'm done being facetious, sadly, I have decided that Fire Emblem has seen the end of its days, and I'm just not interested in doing it anymore. It eats up too much of my time, so I figured, you know what, I'll do something that doesn't eat up too much of my time. I will play Super Mario Land 3 Wario Land. What a jerk. Okay, so, from you may... I speak English, I swear. From what you may have noticed in that title sequence, this game features Wario, not Mario. It's actually, I think, the first game to feature Wario. I could be wrong on that one, though. And pirates. Basically, Wario is played off as exceedingly greedy, and he's after pirate treasure, and an ultimate treasure that is somewhere on this island. So this game, despite being part of the Mario Land series for the Game Boy, as you may or may not know, the Mario Land games for the Game Boy don't really have a lot in common, and this game in particular. Now, Wario does follow some of the rules of Mario, like he can jump on enemies, but normally that doesn't kill them. In fact, if you jump on them, it stuns them, and then you can pick them up and throw them at each other, kind of like, you know, how you could throw vegetables at stuff in Super Mario Bros. 2. Now this guy can't hurt us, but that guy can because he's got a spear. Now, one way to take care of enemies is to throw them at each other, or you can use Wario's body slam, which you can use to break bricks. And, you know, toss people aside for coins. Now, Wario is a bit different than other games because his power-ups aren't the same as Mario's. Instead of mushrooms, he likes to use onions. And that's what this thing is here. Now, normally if you get hit and turn into Mini Wario, an onion will turn you into regular Wario, but right now it'll turn you into Bull Wario. And Bull Wario can break bricks with one hit, charges further, and if you hold up, can stick to surfaces like that. Pretty cool. So the name of the game is to collect treasure and get as much money as possible and beat enemies, most of which aren't that hard. The game's difficulty doesn't really come from its combat, it comes more from finding the secrets, and the game is really all about the secrets and locating those secrets and such. Oh yes, and Bull Warrior can do that little butt stomp thing, I forgot about that. You hold down when you jump in the air, it stomps the ground and sends people flying. Pretty neat! I like this stuff. It's actually one of my favorite Game Boy games. And that's kind of a rushed introduction to the entire premise behind Wario Land. There's a lot more to do. It's actually pretty revolutionary for a 1993 Game Boy game. I don't know how they fit all of this junk in here, especially all the secret levels and whatnot. It kind of plays more like a Super Mario World than a Mario Land game, really. Yeah, body slam him. Watch out for the spear! Don't get speared! Yeah! And there we go. Okay, so... Oh yeah, and if you already have Bull Wario, when you grab an onion, it'll give you 10 hearts. And hearts, they do kind of what coins used to do, since Wario keeps coins for himself after every level. Collect 100 hearts, and you get a 1-up. Pretty simple stuff. You get 1 heart each time you defeat a regular enemy. So yeah, just by killing stuff you can get 1-ups, which is pretty cool. Those hearts you get from there give you 10 hearts, and as you saw, I just got a 1-up, so... As I said before, the name of the game is Secrets, so you want to do a lot of exploring and a lot of searching throughout each level. And this game does that really old-school thing where they hide secrets in really clever ways that, you know, defy all logic, really. Now, here's one of the newer the tricks to this game, and it's that you need to use money to do a lot of things. Now, the game does a freebie for you right here. It teaches you how to create a plus coin, which is a coin that's worth 10 coins. You hold up and you press B, and then you can throw it around like a weapon, or you can use it to pay for things like doorways and midpoints. Alright, and here we have the minigame screen. Now, each time you finish a level, you can either play a coin minigame or a heart minigame. The heart minigame is awful. Don't play it. I won't even show it to you. It's terrible. The coin game is sort of a game of chance. Wario puts himself under these buckets and pulls one, and you either get a money bag, which doubles your coins, or you get a 10-ton weight, or a 10-pound weight or something, and 10-ton weight, and it cuts your coins in half. I generally don't like playing this game unless, you know, I've got substantial amount of cash. And I've kind of doubled my earnings here. Now, I don't want to say I'm going to aim for the ultimate ending. I'd like to, but I'll probably get the second best. I mean, if you guys honestly want me to aim for the absolute best ending, go ahead and tell me. I can try. It's a lot of work, but I can try. Alright, and this is Rice Beach Stage 1-2. We get off the start here, and there's an onion, and charge that guy. The thing about Wario Land is there isn't a whole lot to say about the game. New enemies pop up kind of frequently, so there's always that. Like this guy right here. This little spinny dude will try and jump on, or not jump on top of you, but stab you on his way down. So you gotta kind of watch out for that. You can make them come down early with a butt stomp from Bull Wario, so if you want to get them out of your road, go ahead and do that. You'll also notice the music is a lot calmer than a lot of the other music. It's kind of playful, kind of cheery, despite the fact that Wario is greedy and an arsehole. I think it kind of fits. The music does change every once in a while, but there are only a few tracks, so you can't really expect much out of it. Okay, now, that thing right there, that is the dragon hat. That will turn Wario into Dragon Wario. And it is the worst power-up in the game. The sound it makes is incredibly annoying, and its attack is just terrible. Like, I don't even want to show you it. It's so bad. Oh, come on. Don't be a jerk. There we go. You do your best to avoid the dragon hat if you can, but there are certain situations, I think there's at least one situation where you're going to need it, so you kind of just need to deal with it. So after those rubber guys, we come to an area with Spinny Spikes and these guys. I don't know, they're like mollusks with spikes on their head, but you can't attack them from any... If you run into them, you bounce off them. You have to get underneath them and smack them with your head. I don't really understand how that works. Now, over here we have a midpoint. It's a checkpoint, so if you die, you start off here instead of the beginning of the level. Sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad. Throw 10 coins into it and you can pay for it. But I'm not going to, because I'm too good for that stuff. And over here we have the Bull Hat. And that will turn you instantaneously into Bull Wario, even if you're like Mini Wario to begin with. It's a pretty neat power-up, you don't see it too often. It's usually not necessary, because if you have any form of bigger Wario, hitting an onion will turn you into Bull Wario. So, charge him. There is one more hat for us to get, and I don't think you see it in Rice Beach, but it's the best hat. It's amazing. And over here we have sort of a repeat of those spiky dudes underwater, where you kind of have to get under the guy to kill him. Enemy design in Wario Land is not so much... it's not meant to be difficult, it's meant to be unique. Like, every area will have certain sets of enemies that you have to deal with, and how you deal with them is important. The game's not overly challenging. There are some moments of it that can be kind of hard, but for the most part, it's an easy game. And I think that's kind of just what I want right now. Something that won't eat up all my damn time, an easy game to play. Ah, now here we have the pirate duck. I love that sound. The pirate duck will throw its boomerang at you, so don't get hit, or you'll turn into Tiny Wario, or possibly die. But it's one of the bigger enemies, so it takes 2 hits to kill, 1 to stun, and then 1 to actually get rid of. I don't really feel like playing the coin game right now. Maybe after the next level. Alright, now, you may notice that there's a difference between the dot for Rice Beach Level 3. There's a little circle inside of it. Now, that's kind of like the red circles from Super Mario World. It means there's a secret exit here, and then that will create an extra level for us to play, but we can't access it right now. Right here we have these crazy lobster hermit crab thingies that we can kill by charging them. as I said, we can't actually get that secret exit right now. We have to wait until we beat Rice Beach before we can come back and get it. That's right! A Game Boy game with backtracking that's not an RPG. La gasp. Die. Don't like. Oh, no, 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 no! Oh, boy. Stomp. Now, over here we have these pedestals with a lot of... Oh, hey! I didn't know about that. Forgot about that, actually. Huh, neat. There's a heart for us. There's also a lot of secret blocks in Wario Land that you have to look out for. Now, if you'll notice, this pit to my left goes down into the bottom of the screen. This is one of those secrets I'm talking about you gotta keep your eyes open for. Now, over here, I think this guy's supposed to be a rat. He just looks like a giant bully. He throws knives. You can stand on the knives after they embed themselves in a wall, but usually there's no real point to it. And... charge! Break ourselves through here, and... voila! We're nearly done with the level. Stomp. Now, once again, there's a way down into the sand again, but we're going to stay up here and get all of these coins first, because there's coins to get. Why not? Oh, that was close. Now, I can't remember if this is a good idea or not, but we're going to do it anyway. Okay, we're good. Now, that's an onion, so that'll be a ton of hearts that I want to get. Now, this stuff, as you may have guessed, is quicksand, or their approximation of how quicksand works. So you gotta keep jumping so you don't sink in it. And... waterfalls of quicksand. Who would have thunk it? No, you don't. Oh, nuts! Alright, well, now you get to see what happens if you get hit. You turn into this guy. It's not very pretty. Now, the secret exit is up there, but we can't really reach it. Even if we were big, we still wouldn't really be able to reach it. There's a way we could without beating the level, but it's really hard and not really worth your time. So... oh, and every time you finish a level, you turn into a big Wario again. I don't know why that is, but it's pretty cool. I think we're going to try the coin minigame, see if I can improve my score from last time. Ow. That sucked. Alright, well, let's try left again. That also sucked. I should quit while I'm ahead, but I'm going to try one more time. Let's go right this time. I hate you, game. That is why I don't play the coin game. God, that sucked. Oh, well, what are you gonna do? Anyway, that's the first 3 levels of Wario Land. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, I'm gonna call it there. So, yeah, have fun.